Welcome back to the TravelON kitchen, where today we are for the first time going to try the new Ninja air fryer. Look at the size of this bad boy, 10.4 litres with a divider. You can have the mega drawer or you can have zone 1 or zone 2. See, I'm getting the terminology correct already. But we are going mega because I've bought a chicken. Now, it's the first time I've used this. It is the Ninja 10.4 litre Foodi FlexDrawer. And like I said, I bought this. It's not sponsored. I wish it was. Ninja, if you're watching, send me some free stuff. I'll do you proud, I promise. But like I said before, I don't usually read instructions. And I've had a little look at the instructions. That's the instruction manual. It's in many languages, but I ain't reading it. I'm just going to come straight to the chart because today I want to cook this bad boy chicken. Look at that. It's a coral fed chicken. I got it from the local butchers. It even had the head on it and it's got all the bits and jibbly bits inside as well. I don't even know what I'm doing with it, but I bought some roasty vegetables. We are literally going to try and whack it straight in. I think I bought it too big, but I think if I cut it and squash it in, we should be okay. I may have gone a little bit OTT here. Well, we'll give it a try. We can only break it, can't we? So let's have a little look at the instructions. Using the mega zone, cook in one large drawer or divide up into 2 independent cooking zones. We are going full on Ninja with the mega zone. Place the food in the drawer, turn the dial to select a cooking function. Set the time and temperature and begin to cook. Are there no predetermined settings? Because I just want one that says cook an oversized chicken because you got too excited. Is there one of them? I don't think so. Let's have a little look through. So it's got a dual zone technology. That's interesting. So you can dual zone it. So you can cook 2 foods using 2 different functions. Wow, that is cool. There's a match, which is cooking the same food in each zone. So you can match it. So you don't have to worry about if you've got like chips in this one and meat in this one. You can dual it, match it, sync it. There are also loads of different recipes in here and a chart of how to use it as well. So you've got like burgers, steaks, gammon steaks, lamb chops, and it tells you the time. So I will be keeping this very handy, although I'm sure it's somewhere that's downloadable so you can have it on your phone. I mean, not many people use cookbooks these days or paper in general, do they? So this is saying whole chicken, 2.2 kilos. It says rub with oil and it says 190 degrees and it says 40 to 45 minutes. That's a little bit bigger than 2. That's a little bit bigger. First of all, let's see if it fits. Then we will decide what we're doing. And then we're going to put roasted vegetables just in it, I think. I think we're just going to whack the vegetables in alongside it. This could all go wrong. It fits just about. Let me show you. So it does actually fit in there. I mean, it's a little bit top heavy. I don't want it to hit the tray, so I am going to cut it and sort of squash it down a bit. This is going to be a disaster. Stay tuned to see the end of this video to see how we get on. Let's get this bad boy back out, look. Oh, that's a big old bird. So first of all, we're going to just oil this bad boy up. Oh, look at this. Now, like I said, I am not a professional cook. Bit of olive oil on there. Bit of food porn for you, look. Let's get it all oiled up. Still got feathers on the wings. Poor bird. We'll oil the other side as well. Right, I am going super simple and I'm just going to salt and pepper it and use a little bit of this sort of chicken seasoning on the top. Now, with the roast vegetables, I know I'm going to have to boil these first. So while I get it started, I am going to peel and boil them and then maybe just put a couple in and then put some more in the oven themselves just in case they don't work in there. And I've got some Paxo stuff in as well. You can make that with me as well if you want, or maybe not. Let's see how we go. But definitely I'm going to have to cut this first to sort of squish it down a bit, I think. So let's just get straight in there. And I do remember I am no chef and I'm probably going to cut my fingers off, but I think if you just break it down there, I should have maybe not put the oil on first and made it really slippy. But that is definitely going to be able to sort of just give it that sort of area where I can essentially squash it down just a tad. And I don't even know if that's the top and that's the bottom. You got your breast at the top, you got the there. So that sort of just opens that up a little bit, look. And I think that is going to be the best for me. It's sort of going to be in 2 halves. We're going to turn it over anyway because it says 45 minutes, doesn't it? So let's just pop him in. Let's just pop it in, look, and then I can manoeuvre it around a little bit. We're no professionals here, are we? But we like to have a little bit of fun in the TravelON kitchen. Who needs professionals? Who wants to watch a professional? Do you know what I mean? You've got to learn as you go, haven't you? So hands cleaned. Let's get a nice dollop of sea salt on there, just to crisp up that skin. Sound like an expert, don't I? Like I know exactly what I'm doing. I certainly do not. We'll get a load of pepper on as well. And I'm going to assume as it cooks, it's going to shrink a bit. But there's still plenty of space in there for some roasties, some roasty vegetables. So them vegetables are definitely going to be able to get put in here for sure. Last but not least, this stuff is like a chicken seasoning. So I'm not going to put too much on because it tends to burn on top. It's actually quite a lot. And we'll go for a little bit more oil, olive oil on the top, look, just to keep it oily. And that is it essentially. The first ever chicken in the air fryer, full on roast dinner in an air fryer this is going to be. Will I succeed or will it fail miserably? So let's just refer back to my little book. So again, chicken whole, 2.2 kilos, 45 minutes. I've actually got the label off the chicken and this one is actually 2.9 kilos. So we're not that far off. I mean, if we just add a few more minutes on that, we'll be rocking and rolling. Let's get it over to the air fryer, get it in and let's get cooking this bad boy chicken. Here we go. I'll tell you what, it weighs an absolute ton. But let's get it in. Ready? Is it going to fit? Fits like a glove. Right, let's have a look at these settings. So, we want to go roast. And we want to go 45 minutes. And it says you can turn it halfway. So we'll go 45. Well, we'll go 50. It's a little bit bigger, isn't it? And then we'll turn it. We're going to go mega zone. Okay, so... Let's see how that goes. Right then, it's all set. I'm quite nervous. Oh, and we're off. Hey, listen to that bad boy. Listen to that. It's off. Let's see what happens. So while that's cooking away, I'm going to get these potatoes and carrots peeled. I'm going to whack them on to be boiled or parboiled, as they say. And then I'm going to whack a few in the air fryer and a few in the oven itself, just in case it all goes tits up. Let's go. So we're on the last of the peeling with the best potato peeler I've ever had from IKEA, believe it or not. If you want a good potato peeler, IKEA is the best ever. Mrs. TravelON has thrown away at least 4 of these, so I bought myself 2. Because she just throws them in the bin. Let's get this last one done, chopped, last potatoes on the boil. So we're going to parboil those. We might add some to the air fryer. We're certainly going to add some to the oven. And well, can you hear it? Let's go and see how it's doing. So there you go. That's boiling nicely there. Here it is, look. 5 minutes in. I can hear it spitting and sizzling a little bit. Should we have a little look inside? That's bloody cooking, that is, look. I still think it's a little bit big. But it's certainly cooking. Is that going to cook it too fast? That seems to be cooking very, very fast, that. What do you think? This looks like it's going to be a disaster. Who knows? I'm going to assume Ninja know what they're doing. I mean, that is cooking super, super fast. Fingers crossed, it's all right. I can hear it crackling. The skin looks perfect. I'm hoping it's not going to like cook too fast. It must know what it's doing. I'm having faith in you, Ninja. That you know to crisp the top first and then you're going to cook the inside nicely. Is it going to drop its temperature? I mean, I might have to refer back to the book. Right then, I've got some stuffing as well. I am going to make some stuffing balls with this. I'm just letting it cool. But, well, so far, so good. I mean, it's looking almost cooked. I don't know how it's cooked it that fast. I'm a little bit worried. I'm going to turn it because I'm getting a little bit paranoid. I can see Mrs. TravelON coming down the stairs here. Come and have a look.
Oh, Mr. TravelON Ramsey.
Here she is, look. I mean, that's
a big bird.
That's like 10 minutes. It's gone like that. So I'm going to turn it over. So this is it. This is the new Ninja. Welcome to the family. It's been warned for you to stay away from it and don't break it. You can use the old ones, like I said. But I'm going to turn this around because I'm getting a little bit worried. But I tell you what, it's crispy as hell.
Wow.
Look at that. It actually looks cooked already, but I mean, it certainly isn't inside, is it? This is something my mother bought me for Christmas, to turn things over and prod and stuff. It's bloody useless. So let's give it another try. All right, here we go. I'm going to give it a good old turn around without trying to make too much of a mess. So we'll give it a little turn and a little press down there. So there you go. Let's put it back in. It does say turn it a few times. It does actually state that. I'm having all the faith in the world with this Ninja that it's actually going to cook things properly. I'm praying it knows what it's doing and it's clever. Probably clever than some humans, isn't it? I'll use the same useless tool to check on the veg. No, that is nowhere near boiled. So now we just wait. Right then, veg are done. Give them a shake. And that gets all the little bits on it ready for the oil, doesn't it? Whoa, look at them. So, like I said, I'm going to pop a few in here. And I'm also going to pop in just a couple of the stuffing balls. The others have gone into the fridge. But I thought I'd just pop them straight into the air fryer and see how they come out. Let's have a look. So, first of all, I mean, look at that. It is roasting to perfection. And we're going to pop a couple of them in there and see how it goes. Right, we're going to give it a little turn around. I was overexcited with the size, but it's looking good. The legs are looking good. Let's get these stuffing balls in. And let's get a couple of potatoes in as well. I shall use one of these. I'm just going to pop them in and just see what happens. They're parboiled, look. They're nice and fluffy. They should cook in the fat of the chicken, I hope. It might be a disaster, but we are going to put it in the oven as well, along with some stuffing, because the last thing I want is for this to be a disaster and we end up with nothing. So I'm literally just putting a few potatoes in here, and the rest will go in the oven the traditional way, where I know they will be fine. So what do you think? I've got a bit of veg in there as well. I thought it might have shrunk. I don't want it hitting the top. That's better. It's in. It's beeped. Let's get the rest of these veggies in the oven. Then we know they're going to cook them. At least we're going to have something to eat in the TravelON household. Okay, we're back. I was going to set the timer for a little bit longer, but 45 minutes. That's pretty much done it. I don't know whether it's got a weighing technology or not. Mind you, we did go an extra 5 minutes over the 45, so we did 50 minutes, didn't we? But even the veg in there, we've literally got a full roasted chicken there. Now I'm going to get this plated up back in the prep area. We'll give it a cut and see if it's cooked, that there's no blood coming out or anything like that. But as far as I can see, it's looking good to go. It might be a bit dry because I didn't put any butter on or anything like that, but it's the first attempt. Let's take it over, let's get it plated up, and let's see what this looks like. So here it is. A full roasted chicken. We got stuffing. We've got everything. It feels like Christmas in here, and I bloody hate Christmas. I mean, there is a reason that I hate Christmas. It's because I bloody cook all the dinner at Christmas for these lot just to throw down their throats within 20 minutes. So you cook all day for this special meal, and it's eaten within minutes. It just feels like a waste of time to me. But look at that for a perfectly roasted potato. That is so good. Look at that. I mean, that could do with a little bit longer. But that is crispy and super, super tasty. Let's get this bird on the plate. Now, it might look like it's all falling apart here, but remember, I did cut it down the middle. Remember, I did go a little bit too big, didn't I? I would have gone for a smaller chicken for sure, but taste test. Well, a little bit dry, but I mean, that's the breast anyway. And remember, I didn't really baste it or anything like that, did I? I just whacked it straight in. I was super overexcited. Well, look at that. It's perfectly cooked. Everything looks to be cooked throughout as well. That's took 45 minutes. Is that normal? And although it's a breast, it's actually quite tender. It is really nice. Let's get one of these wings on the go, look. Let's give that a little bit of a bite. Oh, it's absolutely perfect. Cooked to perfection. Crispy. And last but not least, well, it's the skin test, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Don't you love a full-on bird like this? I could pick at that all day. One more little strip. I like to call this cooker's privilege in our house. The one that cooks gets the privilege of sampling. Who has that in their house? That is roasting hot. Incredible. Super tender. I'm going to get this wrapped up in foil, ready for the gannets to get back home, get themselves together. Let me just show you the roasters, look. So that's not cooked as yet, but it's not far off. So I will pop that back in. I won't that one. I'll eat that one. And we also had the stuffing ball as well, which has gone a little bit pear-shaped, but it's looking good. I'm going to chuck that back in. It's a shame they can't be cooked in the actual chicken fat itself, but the actual fat of the chicken actually drains right down underneath all that. I might have to lift them up and give them a bit of a baste. What do you think? I'm going to get these back in the air fryer anyway. So there you go. Not only a review of the brand new Ninja that I've just purchased. Ninja, I've said it throughout. Send me some free stuff. I'll never let you down. I'm very, very impressed. Honestly, first time opened, first time used. Chicken straight in. I mean, it can only get better from here, can't it? And there's loads of different recipes. So let me know in the comments, do you want me to do an air fryer recipe show or an air fryer recipe playlist where I go through the whole of that book and we'll make something in the air fryer over and over again until I get my free stuff off Ninja? That would be good, wouldn't it? So, from me, Mr. TravelON, I am going to get this chicken down me. I'm going to wait for these to get home, and they've got, well, an early Christmas present, haven't they? A full-on roast dinner cooked with a Ninja. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop me a subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing. And make sure to like, follow this channel and turn on the notifications so next time I do a video, you'll know that it's on the way. I thank you for all your support and thanks for watching. And I'll see you for a bit more TravelON tastes in the next video. See you later.